It's week 6 of the NFL, and this one features Kareem Hunt. He was an unstoppable force last week with well over 200 yards. It's the Vikings and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together.
The Vikings offense ready to take over here for the first time at 5-0 into the month of October. And the one we'll be watching is this man at wideout. He really stood out in their victory a week ago.
Definitely distinguished himself from the pack, didn't he? I mean, his ability to go make plays, over 100 yards receiving, a touchdown to go with it. And the best part for me, makes it look effortless out there. But you and I both know he's a grinder in practice.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Second and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And got his man complete. Trying to tiptoe the pylon. Say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 74 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
Hunt is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
First down, Vikings.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. A beautiful fake. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, Cousins. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Oliver. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 4-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Cousins. Touchdown! Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back.
So here are the Vikings to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Play fake. Cousins. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. That'll bring up second down.
But Charles, we've seen some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20, Kareem Hunt. Touchdown, Vikings. Kareem Hunt with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First down.
Gun.
Play action now. Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
On the delay, here's Hunt. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. He completes it to Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Black, black. What's up?
To throw is Cousins.
Open man, that's Henry.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Desmond Ridder has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Chris Olave with a touchdown reception from Derek Carr. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. T. Higgins, a touchdown reception.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
140 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins.
Open man is Osborne.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Evades him at the 10.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
Hey, Steamer.
Cousins to throw it.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
Touchdown, Vikings! From 8 yards out.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Another carry now for Madison.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a give to Madison running right.
The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
56 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Alexander Madison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
First.
the play fake. Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Vikings start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The Vikings head out to take over once again.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Madison getting it again on second.
And some strong running. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively, you're taught to break down, wrap up. But in this case, he didn't really allow it, and really no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Going to run with Madison again. Able to avoid him at the 40. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
145 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A solid stiff arm.
Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Vikings, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.